It's called Black Christians versus Black Atheists. Let's get this title up here. Let me open this up so y'all can see it. Black Christians versus Black Atheists. It's on Jubilee. So, I don't know if some of y'all are familiar with Jubilee. There you go, right there. You see the top? My bad. It's on Jubilee. So even if you on Instagram and you want to watch as we go along, or if you want to pop into Twitch, we on Jubilee. We reacting to Jubilees. Black Christians versus Black Atheists. I got a lot of white folk that like to watch. They find me to be highly motherfucking entertaining. So, I'm giving y'all the opportunity to watch black people argue about some outrageous shit.
Is his appearance in the Bible?
I believe they describe him with like his hair was brown.
His feet was black as brass and his hair was that of wool. James Harden? James Harden? LeBron?
Hi, I'm Gen, and I explore social and controversial issues through both sides. Today I'll be moderating this middle ground episode.
He felt like he hit a point, like, yo.
Black atheists. We'll be talking about the connection between race and religion, why Christians leave the church, as well as the communities that exist within and outside of the church. The first prompt is, the black church shaped black culture.
Yo, what's crazy is, that's a hell of a fucking question. Did the black church shape black culture? Did the black church shape black culture? I'm typing. Hold on. Did the black church shape black culture? If so, I ain't familiar. Sometimes I'm not too sure. I don't be too sure if what the fuck is black culture nowadays. Because I think the thing that I associate most with black culture today, this might sound crazy and idiotic to some people. The thing that I associate most with black culture is hip-hop culture. And if I was to be like, yo, what's the thing that I think shaped, like, what's the thing that, I mean, shit, man. Like, what do I think, like, motherfucker, everybody want to be a gangster and a thug and a drug dealer, like, you know, the females want to be like, I'm not saying they want to be hoes, but they, you know, talk like them, dress like them, operate, maneuver, do all that shit. So, like, I don't think the church hold a candle to hip-hop, gang. I don't think the church hold a candle to hip-hop. So that first question they asked, like, the black church shape black culture, I'm not sure. Like I said, if you're on Instagram and you want to see the video, we on Twitch, man. Get the app and then you go along with the video to us. But it's Black Christians versus Black Atheists. It's on Jubilee. It's middle ground. Yeah.
If we just look at the beginning of the civil rights movement, a lot of those black people met up in churches in order to, you know, talk about and, you know, fight for the freedom of black people. And so we have a lot of gospel
stop and
music
pause
in our
this all
culture
day.
as
Like,
well. I know you got.
He said the civil rights movement, the black people was meeting up in the churches and.
You've probably heard some. Even the atheists probably grew up hearing a lot of gospel music. Even now, that shapes our culture to this day.
Gospel music shapes our culture. Where you living at with it, yo, bro? Gospel music be shaping the culture? I'll be honest with you. I know 2 gospel songs. I know that Kirk Franklin shit. What's that? We at the church ain't go that shit. And Take Them Shackles Off My Feet. I think that shit fire. I don't know who seen Take Them Shackles Off My Feet. But I still think that shit heat wave, right? So, compared to all the hip-hop songs in the motherfucker had, whether you think they nonsense or not, does the black church think they have like a real impact on the black community? If I was any organization, any group, people, whatever, I'm gonna be cautious when I'm talking about having an impact on like black culture. Do we really know what the fuck the state of black culture look like right now? Niggas ain't taking these parents ain't taking blame for the kids. Like listen. You got let's get through it.
They're back than just civil rights. It goes back to slavery. It goes back to so many things as a part of our history.
Yeah, I think the black church fundamentally has helped African Americans stay together. Even today, the black church serves as a central hub for African Americans to gather and share ideas. Even in my family, the black church was definitely pivotal for our development.
I think the black church contributed to the culture of black folks, just keeping us together as best we could, as best the church could, I think giving us hope.
Yo, bro. There are different groups of black people, like, even in America. Like, we all not the same. That's a fact. Like, yeah, we all, like, our ancestors might have came from Africa, but our ancestors coming from different tribes, different countries, different cultures, everything in Africa. I think that's one of the things that make like African Americans so dope. Like, it's like we are an actual mix and blend of all of Africa, maybe. Of the majority of Africa. So when we like, yo, we don't know what we from the whole, right now, our shit is intermingled with all type of African and whatever else. We a different breed of everything. So when they be getting people together to represent different black people, though, it be like, what kind of black person is this? Is this first class nigga? Second class nigga? Third class nigga? Or just nigga? Is this like go to jail nigga? Like, is this just regular nigga here? Sell crack, did all that shit, like, fuck your life up? Like, what kind of black people are we talking to? Because I know shitloads of motherfuckers that's considered black, right? Considered black, look black, whole shit, and motherfuckers don't got no real history with churches. Like, motherfucker ain't gather at the church for nothing. Maybe it's a geography thing. I don't know.
I think it was also a place of education for most of us as black folks, a place for talent and freedom of expression. So I definitely think it had.
Oh, this would be nasty, man. I gotta get to this blunt. I don't think any place of God, of any God, can actually be a place where you could get freedom of expression. How is that even possible? I think homie just putting synthesis, stringing words together. But it's early and it's gonna get a little heated. I know it's gonna get heated because, yo, like, some shit just don't make sense. And the more information you have, motherfuckers start thinking people crazy.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I feel like there was a community significantly found within the church for the black community. Like you said, education and music. There was a lot of belief, especially with what was happening during the slavery time. There's a lot of unity that brought people together. Yo, bro.
Now, if I fuck with her, yo, first of all, I could tell you what kind of shit. Yo, she a church, she a regular female, though, right? Because, like, think about how she breezed through that right there, right?
Found within the church for the black community. Like you said, education and music. There was a lot of belief, especially with what was happening during the slavery time. There's a lot of unity that,
especially like what was happening during slavery time. Which part of slavery time? Which era of slavery time? Most people don't know the history or nothing about slavery, right? All right, so how long were slaves being brought over on boats? Well, boo, wait, forever. No, at some point, they said, no more transporting her. But the ones y'all got here, you can sell and you better maneuver like that, right? Pretty sure people like smuggled slaves in and did shit like that. But niggas just be talking about slavery and don't even know who the fuck told you that niggas. Who the fuck told you niggas got off the slave boat like, oh Jesus, oh Jesus, I'm happy I made it. I'm happy I made it. If you're on Instagram and you can't see the video, we on Jubilee, Black Christians versus Black Atheists. Get on Twitch, can't get bull nose, no underscores, and you can just tune in live and just see the video and everything else we doing.
Brought people together and brought them hope in worshiping together and glorifying the Lord through that. So I believe that it definitely has shaped the Black churches and the Black community today.
Yes, the Black church has played a pivotal role into our time here in the United States as Black people. But the Black church, I believe, doesn't define us as Black people. Is it necessarily...
If you disagree on the Twitch chat, on the Instagram chat, let me know.
I wanted to piggyback off of that because the Black church, as we understand it within our context, is one thing. But what we forget is that Black people and Black Christians are not a monolith. So, for instance, there are 45,000 plus Christian denominations. I happen to be a Roman Catholic. However, I do have family that are a part of the Black church.
Yo, wait. Yo, it's 40. Yo. Christians got 45,000 sets. I hate niggas. Yo, when I used to be blood, blood politics, it's a lot of ignorance and shit, right? Usually, man, in order for you to be wrapped up in a cult or gang, anything that's outrageous, bro, it be ignorance in that shit, gang. So, yo, niggas would be taught when niggas was new sets and niggas be like, yo, it's too many sets. Man, what the fuck is these niggas doing? You telling me Christians got 45,000 sets? 45,000 sets, nigga? These niggas need to start shooting, stabbing, and cutting each other, man. Somebody need to get in between this. Now, don't fuck around. Hey, if you on Instagram, man, go to Twitch, man, if you want to see the video, man. We on Jubilee, Black Christians versus Black Atheists, gang.
So I think that it definitely does have its extent, but it's not all encompassing, as you've pointed out as well.
I'm curious, would you say the same thing about...
She said what she said? She was a Roman Catholic? Bitches out here thinking they Roman Catholics.
Whenever you paint anyone as a monolith, you've already shut down all kinds of conversation. So there's many reasons why someone may choose. It sounds like you guys might have grown up in the Black church or been at least exposed to it. There are many reasons why someone chooses to leave, and they're not all the same.
I'm curious, what is that distinction for you two?
Well, I'm a Black atheist, and I'm a agnostic atheist, meaning that maybe there's something out there, but most likely there's probably not a Jesus or Jesus up in the sky or Jesus coming back or anything like that that's going to come and save us.
Me personally,
homegirl looking at sunlight.
Spirituality, right? The way that I happened to stumble upon that, I started to ask myself questions like, who do my ancestors worship, right? What is the point of religion in general? How to proliferate around globally? Right, and doing research, you start to see that Christianity is synonymous with white supremacy.
Look, that is something that I say all the time. All right, bro, they be giving motherfuckers all the information they be needing sometimes to question shit. So what Son said, like, yo, how that shit proliferate? Like, how the so look, say you study, you like, okay, where did Christianity start and how did it get around the world? Bro, if you ask those questions, you can find that out. Easy as a motherfucker, yo. A lot of times niggas is going along with what their grandmothers. Nigga, you know how stupid your grandmother was? Yo, ladies, y'all crazy as shit sometimes. But your grandfather or great-grandfather, that nigga might have been making $3 a day doing some heavy shit. Yeah, I mean, inflation, them shit boosted up, but Your grandmother wasn't, great-grandmother wasn't super lit. She was dumb as shit. Motherfuckers just had got the opportunity to learn and read and shit for some, like, coming out of slavery, when people was teaching their kids certain shit, like, what did your peoples really know to teach you at that time? They just gonna teach you what somebody else taught them. You don't speak an African language, right? You don't speak Swahili, you speak English, nigga. Because a motherfucker taught you what they knew. I don't never want to hear no shit that a nigga grandmother or your mother tell. Man, yo, man. Nigga, we smarter. They ain't had a motherfucking internet. They never had the internet. Your grandmother and grandfather was stupid as shit. Of course they told you wild, dumb shit about religion and life and all that wild, stupid shit. Like, come on, man. Nigga, shit don't make no sense, gang.
Supremacy around the 4th century with Constantine, the emperor, right? In which they made it the Roman national religion. If you refuse to adhere to his Christian rule, then you would be beheaded. So I think that historically speaking, Christianity has been used to oppress and enslave a lot of people globally.
Oh, shit.
I think it's great that you take it that far back, but I think you have to really separate.
You said, "Am I religious, Savage Sauce?" If you on Instagram, man, and you want to watch the video, man, and follow along in the chat, man, download the Twitch app and pull up, man. Can't get Boo News, no underscores. I used to be, but I think I'm more religious than most people by the definition. All religion mean is to do something over and 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 over. So I'm religious, like, in a lot of shit. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I go hard, like, you know what I'm saying, with this shit, man. I be out here in these streaming, reaction, podcast, gaming, entertaining streets religiously, don't I? Technically, right? I'm out here, I'm working. Do I believe in God? In which way? That there's just some omnipotent being somewhere, like, in the sky away from here, like, controlling everything and maneuvering everything? Nah, hell no. Absolutely not. Whew. No sir, Ringo. There once was a time I did the whole Crossroads Bible Institute. I thought one day I would be like a pastor or a preacher. And it's something about pastors and preachers and shit that get me, because I studied the Bible a lot. Like, when I was like going through the process, thinking I wanted to be a minister or some shit. Just like minister, like just teach people about God and shit and forgiveness and all that other wild shit, right? And man, let me tell you, it was a wild ride. Because I love fantasy books. You know, I read all the Harry Potters, all the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbits, all the Hunger Games before they was movies. Lord of the Rings up until the 6th book, which was like the last book that son had did, actually, that I knew he had did when I was. So, like, that I never really believed. Once I realized I never really believed. Because I don't got that kind of shit inside my soul. So, like, I think I believed in God, or started thinking I believed in God, because at that point I wanted some kind of, like, saving. Like, I felt alone and I wanted to be okay. So it was more like the sucker shit that humans do when they done put themselves in bad situations, that type vibe. And at that point, it was just like, well, I think some people do, but most people don't. when it comes to having a soul?
Theology from black theologies for the sake of conversation. Because I think that when I talk to a lot of atheists and agnostics, we speak from the vacuum of black experience, and we already understand. In America, number one, that's troubled water, right? Globally, it's also troubled water. I think a broad blanket would cover that it's suppressed people of color. We don't see ourselves in scripture. We don't see ourselves being...
Do you see how he ducked Son shit? So Son said, yo, let's go through the history and just like, because what Son said do was outside of bringing it to a black person. Whether you black or white, if you look up Christianity, right? Depending on, so say your people tell you, hey, we are this kind of white. Say you Irish. If you are Irish, you can track back when Christianity came to you or came to your people, your ancestors. And guess how Christianity came to your ancestors? Think about it any other way. How does shit always come like... Now, my take on what Christianity is and what it was, what it might become, is probably different from a lot of other people's, though. But I enjoy history in general, and you can't get through too much history in that way. If you're trying to get through history and duck religion and shit like that, in that way, whoo. It ain't too much where that ain't gonna come into play. Believe it or not, I'm of the belief that Christianity makes it easier to be diabolical. I think Christianity make it easier to be diabolical. That's just my take on that.